Right, 2 minutes after 4. Thank you for still hanging out with us. It's the drive on a Friday. It's the Friday edition, and it's one of those days where you actually like, hey, the week is coming to a wrap. Time to go refresh. Time to go recharge and come back recharged on a Monday. Right. It's always tricky being on radio on a Friday. You know that.
I know. I can understand.
It's one of those days where you're like, shouldn't we just end on Thursday?
Maybe you should move to UAE. Then you'll be happy there.
Right, if you are employing out there in UAE, please let me know. I might decide to come.
You might have troubles though.
Yeah.
Language barriers. You need to learn another language.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I missed another opportunity somewhere because of language. I couldn't go, but it was a good deal.
Do you see language barriers? Yeah. It can close a lot of opportunities.
Is it, right?
Yes.
So yeah, welcome back. It's been a second, eh?
It's been a while, eh?
Happy birthday.
You're saying a second, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been
thank you so much, and thanks for having me back here again.
No, it's this is home, eh?
Yes.
This is like home, and this is where we met, and we built relationships from there.
Correct.
And
correct.
I'm glad they're still continuing, and glad you're moving on with initiatives. You are a man on a mission.
Yes. Yes. Let me just reintroduce myself to some that were not listening in the morning.
Yeah.
My name is Unatim Kiva. Mm-hmm. I'm an accountant, qualified chartered accountant. Mm-hmm. Previously a co-host on the morning show.
You left me. Oh, it's because I left.
No, you left, and I was left with no option but to leave also.
Why didn't you move with me? I thought
well,
you
know. At some point you were like all over the place, and you were not too sure what you wanted to do. I was like, hey, this guy is confusing me also. I can't follow him everywhere he goes if he gets confused.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that you're back on the breakfast show again.
No,
the drive.
The breakfast I was just holding up for Utinashe. He's out in Zim, so I was like, you know what? It wouldn't hurt to go back and rebuild that relationship for a few days and just let you know that, hey, by the way, I've moved up, so follow me.
Yes. No, actually, I think the drive show would be nice to.
Yeah.
No early mornings. I'm not a morning person. I used to hate you when you call me. Yes. I used to hate you.
But you never told me.
I never told you. But I used to hate you. My breakfast show would probably be a show I would love to engaged in and join.
Yeah.
But I mean, something we could discuss later on, but not now.
Okay.
Let's try and change the world and make impact in people's lives for now.
For now.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's we always talk about the future I want. What kind of future do I want? And yes. I'm glad that you're really taking that to the next level. Eh? You're doing your bit.
Correct.
If you're not running the marathon, that's crazy, bro. I gotta be doing that. Imagine.
Hey, man. I think the marathon is what keeps me going.
Right.
If I can be honest with you, it's when I started doing it, I didn't know that it actually takes its own toll on you mentally.
Yeah, no.
Because the race itself is it's a mental game.
How many kilometers?
It's 87 kilometers.
87.
The longest I've done was 90.187, which was last year.
How many hours?
I finished 11 hours 55 seconds or 54 seconds.
So you was running for 11 hours.
Yeah,
non-stop.
You run, walk, but basically you're moving. There's no point in time where there's a chair or you're sitting by under a tree or whatever. You keep moving. Your legs you're standing the entire day. That's
I've done crazy things, eh? But I don't think so I recently signed up with a gym just closer to me there.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah. No,
yes, we discussed this last year.
Yes, no.
Finally it happens.
Yeah, no, I've started going to the gym. At the moment, I've started off with the treadmill. I'm running.
Okay.
Like 1.2 kilometers.
and it feels like 100 kilometers.
The first day I felt like my legs were breaking. I was like, this is not going to work. I'm wasting my money now.
Yeah. No.
But look, I feel all right. Okay. Like, I feel like I own my body now.
which is good. That's what you want.
Exactly. You know, like you would walk up these stairs. When you come here, like you're out of breath. And it's only 2 stairs up.
2 levels.
2 levels up. And you literally out of breath, and you're like, geez, where am I going? What's happening? You know? That kind of thing.
Correct.
But I've taken gym.
Yes, no, that's good. That's good. I'll say this though, health med is important.
Right.
And especially for everyone, but I mean for people like us, entrepreneurs, the life we live is very stressful. Hence other people actually go in depression because it's very stressful to run a company.
Yes.
Not that it's easy on employees when you're an employee, but I'm talking on behalf of other entrepreneurs. Yes, the life we live. So you need to keep yourself healthy. So I always have this belief that if I don't keep myself healthy and take care of my body, then that's a failure of my vision. Because if I don't wake up tomorrow, or if I can't wake up tomorrow, then the everything else that I had planned out could be gone.
That's true.
So I need to take care of myself, stay healthy, and make sure that I'm still alive.
I mean, I hear you. It's some of these things that we really overlook. You know, we don't see the importance of taking care of ourselves. You know, because for me to be able to do what I do every day, I need to be in good shape.
Correct.
Imagine I'm here from 6 a.m. until 6 p.m.
Oh yes. Yes. And you just sitting in the chair.
You're sitting in the chair, or
and at least your microphones are, interactive. They can, stretch the arms and
exactly.
Yes.
I can decide to stand up, sit, yes. And that kind of thing. But no, that's the good part of being a business.
Now that you mentioned that, I think I should bring you the ball.
Okay.
Instead of sitting on the chair, you sit on the ball.
Is it?
That's part of exercise while you're sitting on the chair.
I welcome the ball gift.
And it also helps you, correct your posture.
Your posture, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you're sitting down, you always forget. Although you've got the back support, most people don't sit until the back. They always sit like this.
Actually, I do that for like 3 hours. I don't sit at the back, right at the back of the chair.
You're technically misaligning
my spinal cord.
Exactly.
Okay. Right. I need to utilize this. Yes. So I removed this chair. I swapped it for that one. I thought this was better than that one. Anyway, that's a story for another day.
Yes,
when it comes to my chairs.
And professionals can give you more advice.
More advice, eh?
Yes.
Well,
yes.
Maybe I should have you as my gym partner. Because I gym alone anyway.
I also gym alone. I'm actually a loner. Let me put it. Yeah. So there's also like various types of runners. So there's people that run with headphones. There's people that talk all the way. They can talk like from the time you start in the morning up until you finish the race in the evening.
Sure.
There's those people. Then there's us, lone runners. We don't want to talk with anyone. I just want to run this thing
and finish
it. That's it. So I'm that type of runner. Even at gym.
Yeah.
I joined this, gymming with people and it only lasts for like 2 sessions, and after that, I like flip.
Yeah, I can do this on my own.
I don't need this thing.
Exactly.
Because it gets to be too competitive, and maybe I avoid competition. I don't know.
Ah, okay.
Maybe that's the reason. I
see. I see where you're playing it.
Yes.
No, the other day I was checking the other guy. Like when I started, I'm on the treadmill there. I'm like, okay, speed. 5.2. I'm okay. 6. Then I check this guy's on 13.4. I'm like,
how am I gonna get there?
So, pressure. I'm like, 10.
You tried.
I'm trying. I'm like,
and you kept going.
6.
Always know your place in life.
Yes. That also goes back to live within your means.
Yes.
Do what you can afford and work at your own pace.
Exactly.
So, talking about working at your own pace.
Yes.
You've been busy.
I've been.
Yeah.
I've been. It's been a long 12 months. And I know some of the projects and things that I'm discussing today is things that I had one-on-ones with you on. So like I'm always exploring things.
Yeah,
I like exploring. That's me.
Yes.
I don't like being put in a place where
you can't explore
things.
Okay.
So I've been doing certain things. Getting involved in community projects. Getting involved in starting new things. Right now, I think the recent thing that I'm proud of that I did was to start an UrbanSense, which is an on-demand service
platform,
which we launched in Feb this year.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Even with that, the idea with that is actually to connect the customers with the service providers. We want to bridge the gap between those.
Okay.
And the reason where did that come about? It came about, number one, from the business people's perspective, which is the service providers. I'm an accountant. I service small to medium enterprises, which I call emerging companies. Majority of them, they always complain about not having enough funds, be it money in the account or to actually expand or whatever. But for majority of them, what I've actually assessed was they felt because they're not making enough money, and then they start to think they need more money. But if you're not making enough money,
then you're not going to make more money.
If I give you more money, you're just going to waste it on, or not rather waste it, but you're just going to utilize on operations. But there's no money that's coming in to keep the business going, which is the issue.
Right.
So then the solution or the platform is actually targeting those one-man owned businesses.
Okay.
Specifically for professional services.
All right.
Professional services, other people look at professional services as accountants, lawyers, and doctors, but professional services also entail, your plumbers, your electricians, and your handyman. You could classify them as your professional service
providers.
Yes, they personal service providers. So that's our target market, and majority of those services are actually provided by the person that actually started the business. But the issue is they rely on word of mouth, referrals, and having to advertise their business. So now we're trying to say, now let's try and help you reduce the exposure in cost-wise on your operations.
Yes.
That you don't need now to spend money on advertising your business. Get yourself or sign up onto the platform, so that you can be found by the customers that are looking for you.
Right.
And from the perspective of the customers or clients, we actually created the platform to actually provide them with with convenience, the peace of mind, to allow them to sit in a situation where they have control over the price of what they pay for the service.
Okay.
In the sense that we created the platform as an open market type
of platform.
Okay. So we don't have recommended pricing. So electricians, we don't charge you an hourly rate or whatever. The plumber or an electrician that you engage is the one that will tell you, this is my price.
My price. Okay.
And how we've managed to do that is to say, if you post your project as a customer, we going to give you 5 quotations from 5 different service providers. That way, if Wildfire comes and say 20 Rand to fix your drain, and Tinashe comes and say 50 Rand, and whoever else, or Mr. Bawere comes and say 100 Rand, you've got a choice who you want to choose.
Oh, so
depending
you are able to compare the costs.
Exactly. Because you'll be chatting with all 5 of them.
Okay.
You can view their profiles. You can see the pictures of their recent work, their reviews, and then you make a decision whether do you want to go with the smaller charging guy or the guy that's charging more expensive.
Okay. And in terms of, you know how people are so particular about who they open their doors to, security-wise. What have you done in that regard? Here is Wildfire. He claims to be a plumber, right? And you don't know his trigger Wildfire, where he comes from, what he's done. And I just sign up. Yes. Is there security measures that we go through?
Yes. So it's always a question that people have in mind. That when I invite a stranger into my house, am I secured? Am I safe? Obviously, once you open up your doors to a stranger, you're exposed. But now, with the platform, what we've done is we do a vetting process for all our service providers.
Okay.
We vet them for criminal records.
Yes.
We vet them for ID checks. So, like I said, our target market is those one-man-owned businesses.
Yes.
So the expectation would be that the owner themselves would be the ones that go visit the client. And then the client will see the picture of the person, exactly, so that you know whether this is the person that I've called or not.
All right.
That's number one. So number two. And number three, we also do a verification of the skills or the the technical aspect of the service provider.
Right.
That if they're saying to you they provide
plumbing
services, they are a plumber. So how we check that is all our service providers, we want them to be registered or certified with a professional body. At the moment, that's the only one we're taking.
Okay.
So if you're not registered with a professional body, we don't have services, or we won't allow you to be verified into our platform.
So not the guys who sit outside builders' warehouses.
No, not yes. But let's correct that. Also, that misconception. Not all of the guys that sit outside builders are not qualified.
No, I'm saying are they all registered though?
No, not all of them.
Okay.
Some of them are actually registered based on the research that we've done.
Okay.
Some of them are actually raised, but the circumstances put them to sit
in the roads
where they're sitting.
Awesome.
So, but now with the platform, you're taking at least one guy from the street.
And you're
saying to him, sit at home and work off your cell phone. Fortunately, the digitization, technology is allowing us to do those things.
Yes.
And also, I'm the customer. I don't want to be having to engage in person 5 different people for me to get quotations. That's number one.
Yeah.
And number two, if how do I know that you will actually deliver on your promise? On the platform, we actually provide those type of guarantees because number one, you pay the service provider but via the platform.
Okay.
But when you pay the service provider, we keep the money.
Right.
We hand it over until the time when the job is done.
Okay.
So the service provider doesn't get the money until the job is done. And that decision to say the job is done lies with the customer.
Right.
So you need to go into the application once the job is done and say job completed.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but
awesome.
We don't send the service provider once again to you as a customer.
Yes.
Without you paying.
Okay.
Because we also need to protect our service provider. Yes. We don't want them to come to you and then they start doing the work and then now we have to do like a collection process.
You become a debt collector.
No, we don't want that. So only engage our service providers if you've got you are ready to actually engage them.
All right, awesome. 19 minutes are gone after 4 p.m. Hanging out in studio with Unathi Mkiva, Mr. UrbanSense. Right, we're talking UrbanSense. Right. Let's go on a musical interlude. When we come back, we continue with our conversation.
Yeah. 3 bands out the building. Straight up. Hey.
Right, 29 after 4 p.m. Sounds of Kelis with acapella also played you. Future with Straight Up. It's Your Drive. Right, still hanging out with Unathi. So, I mean, with all these innovations, everybody seems to be going thumping, right? Business is done via thumbs, whether it's app, via websites, etc. That's where the future is going.
Correct.
But is the world ready though for such innovations that are coming up every day, given that we've got people that were born before technology and these are some of the people that are always looking at somebody coming to do something at their houses? How do you incorporate that market?
So this based on our analysis and our research that we've done, so where does the opportunity lie for us in this? Because the platform, the intention of the bigger vision is to introduce it to the rest of Africa.
Yes.
The opportunity lies in the fact, like you just said, some people were born before technology days. But what's fortunate about Africa is the fact that we've got more younger people than older people.
Right.
And we've got a growing middle class citizens in South Africa. So Africa as a whole is a gold diamond mine, or a diamond mine rather, when it comes to technology, because you've got more opportunities that you can explore within technology itself, because younger people want convenience. The born frees right nowadays, they don't want they come to you and they tell you up in your face to say, I'm not coming to the office. Why must I come to and work at the office
when I can do this at home?
Do this at home? they say it in your face. And if you're still thinking olden days that you must be at the office for you to do anything, you're thinking old age, operation thinking. So that's where the opportunity. So your question is the world ready?
Yeah.
Africa is ready.
Oh, Africa is ready.
Africa is ready. This is a diamond mine when it comes to technology.
Okay.
Africa also, we are very slow on adapting new things and new themes and new technologies as Africa. But over the years, that slowness has actually reduced.
Yeah.
We're catching up very quickly.
True.
With introducing things that are introduced in other parts of the world as early as possible. Because people now are starting to ask, why can't it be done here?
So we're catching up to the rest of the world.
Exactly.
I mean, we're talking fourth industrial revolution.
I don't want us to talk. That's why UrbanSense is doing.
We're doing. It's time to
digitalizing. Because remember, for fourth industrial revolution has various elements. There's digitization. There's automation.
Yes.
There's drone technology.
Yes. All coming in. Yeah.
We're taking a part of that.
Okay.
We're digitizing the professional services, which were informally recognized previously.
Yeah.
Now we're putting them in the palm of your hand to say, chat with these people.
Yes.
They are professional right now. They can have a conversation with you. No longer, there's no need for you to go into Google.
Yes.
Because you're Googling a stranger that no one can
exactly
help you to make sure that you're safe.
Gumtree.
Exactly, or Gumtree. Right now we're saying, get rid of Gumtree, get rid of Google.
Yes.
UrbanSense is here to make sure that you get the right people that you need at the time you need them.
You need them. Okay.
Exactly.
And how do you train the supplier? Is there training that they go through in terms of using the platform?
When it comes to suppliers, we'll be running YouTube what we call blogs or webinars, where we'll be sending out weekly videos teaching people how the platform works and what are the benefits of being on the platform, and other things that we've actually identified from what we've noticed right now is people are not, especially the service providers, they still not quite clued up as to how to actually market their services on the platform.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's various ways you can do that. So you can, instead of you having just a profile that's sitting there and not saying anything about you, put pictures.
Yes.
Change those pictures regularly with the recent works that you've done.
It's like being on social media.
Exactly.
Promote yourself.
Exactly.
Put yourself out
but are we saying to them, instead of you spending that time and the money on paying it for someone else, do it yourself. Here is the platform. That's what UrbanSense is saying.
So UrbanSense is basically taking on its own chunk on fourth industrial revolution. When I was asking about, do you hold trainings, you said to me, no, we do webinars, which means you're cutting costs of hiring a venue. To say we hire a venue, we bring 20 providers, then you're going to have to give them tea.
Exactly.
And but if it's a webinar, I just sit and record and share.
Exactly.
Look at it in your own time.
Exactly.
Congratulations.
That's the thinking that we should be going into.
Yes.
And this is not just for UrbanSense, for other companies out there. That's the thinking, and I would like to urge other leaders also in business to start thinking that way. Because that's where efficiency and effectiveness comes in. When it comes to cost and operationally. Because if we're thinking that for us to be trained, we need to be in a venue with 100 people in that venue. Obviously, yes, now once you take away a training
interaction,
other people still want that. And also there's other impacts, like the small companies that would have done catering, now you're killing that business. But I'm a firm believer that when you take something away, you're creating something else. So the person that you took away will have to adapt, or else they will have to die.
Exactly.
Right. So technology is here to make sure that people are adapting to it. So if you're not seeing technology as a threat to your business nowadays, probably your business won't last longer.
No, I mean, I've had a number of conversations here where I've been speaking to people in robotics, people in the IoT space. And most of the questions that have been coming in from the viewers or the listeners have been, are we going to lose our jobs because robots are taking over? And no one is taking anything away from you. It's actually helping you. It's enabling you.
Exactly.
Because for all these machines, I mean, UrbanSense, you've got people that are working in the back end.
Exactly.
Constantly, every day.
Exactly.
Though in the front end, you don't see much going on. But behind the scenes, somebody was given a job.
Exactly. So if you, like you rightfully said, the people that are online require instant, call it a response or instant communication.
Yes.
So when someone comes online and they want to talk to you, they don't expect you to reply tomorrow.
Yeah.
They want you to reply right now.
Yeah, because
so
that's
what
why you're
does
online.
that mean? What does that mean? That means you need to either have call centers, you need to have people sitting behind a desk 24 hours watching and waiting for a message that will come or a comment and respond to that comment immediately. Right. The minute you're not engaging your customers and your partners that way, you have a problem. If you are on an online platform or an online business or someone that's engaging in technology.
Right.
So that's the crux of what's happening. So the technology is opening up new opportunities for other people, but as humans, we like sitting backwards and not adapting to change. That's our issue with people.
We are afraid of change.
Exactly. We're very afraid of change. But right now, everyone must not be afraid of the change. Don't worry about. Yes, obviously, some people will be retrenched. We've heard of those reports. The banks are retrenching. Some other big companies are retrenching, which tells you that technology is impacting people.
Yes.
But you need to ask, what can we do differently now to make sure that there is not many people that are impacted when it comes to employment? So as an individual, you can ask yourself, where can I upskill myself technologically? If I'm an accountant right now, I keep saying to people that ask about will IT impact or technology impact accountants? Yes. It is. If everything that I used to do when I was doing my articles, right now I don't do the majority of those things. I'm just being honest with you. So people are talking about fourth industrial as in today, but technology has been taking over some of the roles that we've been doing.
Exactly.
Because you are an IT person and a software developer yourself. These things are created by yourself, so you know what is possible and what's not possible. The only thing that has just been added right now is a human element into the IT and technology, where now technology can learn human behavior and do exactly what a human can do. Otherwise, technology has not done anything different for the last couple of years.
I mean, as an accountant, I think when I was in college and went to varsity, I think the guys used to use Excel.
Yes.
From Excel moved to Pastel.
Yes.
Now you've got SAP.
Yes.
So there's constant developments.
And those SAPs, there's Xerox also, there's Sage One. All of them are on the cloud.
On the cloud, yeah.
Now, instead of me sitting at the office because there's a software that's installed on the server at work, this thing is on the internet, it's on the cloud. I don't need to go to work.
No.
All I need, because everything else will be processed on the system.
So you've cut on rentals, you've cut on electricity cost, you've cut on a lot of internet cost as well, because you can do this from home without really incurring a lot of costs. You're basically cutting on the costs.
Correct. Correct. So that's exactly the type of thinking that I encourage on business owners and business managers and business leaders out there. Because eventually, if you're not thinking that far, people will just look for companies that are actually adapting to technology.
Yes.
And it's so unfortunate that in South Africa, we've got a lot of multinational companies that are trying to break into the African market. So majority of people are actually employed in these multinationals. So if you're not adapting into technology, because I'm working for a multinational and they've adapted to technology, they allow me to have flexible working hours. If I don't need to be at the office, I can log in at home. I can have a webinar meeting instead of going to the office and sitting in a boardroom. I can just join the meeting on the webinar. If we're not thinking that far and looking at the opportunities that actually this technology brings in, then that's where the problem will start. Because then we will actually try and resist this change. And by resisting that change, then that's where now we lose the opportunities and the benefits.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. Interesting stuff coming up from Mr. Onati, UrbanSense. Where do people access the platform?
The platform is a a mobile platform. So we've got it on the mobile application stores.
Yes.
On Google Play, which is also an Android based platform.
Yes.
And we've got it on iOS, which is Apple Store.
Apple Store, yeah.
So you can download it there.
Okay.
Both for users and service providers.
Right.
And I need right now to make it clear that we've got two mobile applications.
All right. So
one
there's the user.
There's a user application.
So a person like me, what am I downloading? The user.
You are downloading a user if you go into our platform looking for someone to service you with your project.
Yes.
You are a user. Then you download UrbanSense.
Right.
Right. UrbanSense, which is UrbanSense.
Right.
That's what you download. You search for that on your app store.
Don't download UrbanSense provider. No.
You're not UrbanSense provider, but they will pop up. Most times they always pop out one after the other.
Yes, they're both. I actually saw them. So you download the first one that appears, which is UrbanSense. Then
exactly.
The second one is UrbanSense provider. So this is for the guys that get down and dirty.
Exactly. So those are the people that you make them your slave.
Yeah.
Yes. Not slaves.
Yeah.
Let me correct that. They're not your slave, but they are your partners. The people that actually make your life easy.
Easier.
They make your life. They give peace of mind into your life.
Into your life. Okay.
So those people are our partners. We call them service providers. Then they must download UrbanSense provider.
Okay.
Or if you just type UrbanSense Pro, then it will come up.
It will come up.
And on Apple Store, it's called UrbanSense Pro.
Okay.
So instead of provider, we just said Pro.
Okay.
But both of them, they must just look for UrbanSense provider. That's how you get the mobile application. You get it from the App Store.
Yes.
Those that don't have the App Store or don't know how to function an App Store, they can go into our website and register on the website, and they can be a user on the website.
Right.
The disadvantage with the website is because the application is geo-based. It geolocates where you are.
Yes.
You would have to log into your website all the time for you to start refusing the what you call them, the request from your service providers.
Right.
And you need to remember with the geolocation for a computer, or when you log in on a website, it uses your IP address. So you might be registered, it's another place, but your IP address may pick up differently. So those are the issues but it's an IT issue, so it's generally problem. So you can register on the website also, but you have to be logged in on the website to receive quotations and requests.
Right.
And also the other problem is you won't get notifications when someone sends you a request, but you have to go manually check the notifications or the messages from your message module in the website. So that's where so it's easier if you just utilize the platform, the app. The app is compatible with majority of cell phones.
Yeah.
Even if you use your Samsung S1.
No, I see. It's very easy. I mean, it's a very light app, eh?
Yes. So we try to keep it simple.
Yes.
Which we hope. I would like to get feedback from people, obviously, how we can improve it to make their life easier. We are not the app is for the clients, the app is for the service providers. So right now we've created something which we believe is what they need right now, and going forward it will be better if they can advise what they see as new.
Can I advise?
New things.
Can you put in an option when I sign up? You can automatically pick up. I should have an option to sign up using my social media.
We've looked at that. We've looked at that, and it's available for service providers.
Okay.
Right.
Only for service providers.
Only for service providers. And for users, what we had said was because once you sign up with your social media profile, people have these pseudo names on social media.
Yes, like wildfire.
Others, yes. So now, if I won't know that it's you, if I actually allow that to happen,
okay.
Because we need to make sure that the platform is secured, the service, because we're not only trying to keep safe a client here, the service providers also need to be kept safe.
Kept safe, yes,
right?
yes.
Other customers also can be very dangerous.
Right.
So we need to think from both sides.
Both sides, okay.
And if you register as a user with a name that we don't know about, and you need to remember that we don't really do any verification check from
for the user
customer point of view, which is a user.
Yes.
So how do I now protect my service provider? If you go there and you say wildfire,
you might be sending your providers to a butcher.
Exactly. So those are the things that we've actually had to try and mitigate and look into even before. But yes, it's something we would look into in future if more people want it. But we'll have to find a way of how to
use LinkedIn.
Make sure. Maybe we can only allow LinkedIn. Maybe, yes.
All right.
But other social platforms, we've decided not to actually allow,
include those.
And instead, one option we're going to have in future is just for you to log in or register or sign up using your cell phone number.
Okay.
Instead of having to capture your email address and So that's the only other option we're going to open up in future.
All right. No, thank you so much. Great hanging out with you on your birthday. Always. I'm glad that I never forget your birthday. And for those that want to find out more, there's also a website that they can visit just to read about more on what UrbanSense is all about.
Yes. So if you want more information, we are available on social media platforms. We're available on Facebook. On Facebook, you must search for UrbanSense Global. On Twitter, you must search for Real UrbanSense. And then you must just follow the page and you can have a chat with us. We're usually very responsive on social media, especially on Twitter. And then we are also available on email.
Yes.
On email, we are very available with an email address called support@urbansenseglobal.com.
Yes.
So it's support at urbansense.com. And we've got a website also, www.urbansenseglobal.com.
All right.
All that information can be found there, or people can call us. But people don't call nowadays, but we've got an office line either way.
Text.
Yes.
And with an S or with sense with a C?
Yeah, actually, that's a very good question.
Men never think about these things. That's why Clara and I are here.
And thank you so much.
Would you like to take a seat and join?
Thank you so much. So it's UrbanSense with an S. Sense, the word sense. That's the S-E-N-S. No, how do I spell essence?
There's S-C-E.
You've got it on your thing.
Oh yes, this is
got it right there.
Yes. So it's S-E-N-S-E.
Yeah.
That's the